Well,
You're like Austin Powers in that scene. Oh, almost.
well,
Yeah, one more.
oh my God.
Good start. Welcome back, episode 2.
Hi guys,
This is Meg.
I'm Meg.
We're gonna get a huge arm pump.
I was a competitive cheerleader
Okay.
for 17 years.
That's a long time to do cheerleading. You remember the movie where the 2 football players end up joining the cheerleading team? What was that
Fired
called?
Up?
Fired Up.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Was it like that?
No.
Okay, what's your favorite thing about working at AFT?
Oh my gosh, so many things.
So many?
So many. I mean, this was like a totally new experience for me, walking into a training facility like so. I was never that girl that like went to the gym.
Okay.
So this has been like a massive learning curve. It's like meeting Luke on a fluke.
Luke on a fluke.
Luke on a fluke.
That's how we all met Luke.
Yeah,
On a
crazy.
fluke. This is the year that I'm no longer a medium French fry. What are some of the difficulties, mindset, physically, whatever, that you faced adapting to being in a gym full of people who want to lift enormous things and do crazy stuff?
Fear was a big thing.
Okay.
Like the fear of like not really knowing what I'm doing
Okay.
was like terrifying. And that's
Excuse me. I shouldn't burp while
one
you're
of the
talking.
reasons. That was one of the reasons like I never went to a general access gym. Was like I never knew what to do or how to use things, and I didn't want to be surrounded by people who were intimidating. You know, here I felt like people were welcome to like teaching me, and like if I was doing something wrong, I'd be like corrected.
I think that's sort of one of the unique things about this place is like I cannot bite my tongue. Jesse can't bite his tongue. You can't bite your tongue. Tristan, Luke, whoever. Doesn't matter if you're like your client, my client, their
Yeah.
client, AGT, you know, after school athlete. If somebody's doing something wrong, they're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
Whereas like you could just spend 6 months or a year at Crunch Fitness just like doing something wrong over and over and
Yeah.
over and over and over. And you're like, why is my fitness routine not rewarding?
As a female, just like being so intimidated, like letting my environment intimidate me, that's like something I don't feel here
Okay.
at all.
Why do you think that is?
Just like, I don't know, the way people like even just like communicate here. It's like we want the best for everyone.
I just want people to get bang for their buck, you know? I hate the
agree.
idea of somebody coming in and working out
Wasting
for
their
50
time.
minutes and like getting, I don't know, the way I like the analogy I use is like imagine if your car was like 25% or 20% less efficient on fuel, you would notice that a lot.
Yeah.
So like if you're in the gym moving 20% inefficiently through your movements or in your sessions because of simple issues, like that's annoying. It's also annoying to have a giraffe neck for an arm.
You played football when you were younger, right?
Yeah. Was not good
You-
at it. I was not like the jersey on the wall guys, you know?
Yeah.
That was not me. But I was just late to the party. Like all the guys I played with were kind of like fully developed at 21 and I was just like a wee lad. I also was just like a giant softy, like just totally mentally, physically weak, which is weird because I played such a violent sport. I always thought like my genetics were holding me back, but I was just a loser.
So why'd you quit? You were
I tore my
injured.
hamstring, yeah. I tore my hamstring like way up in the back of my leg. And for a year I stuck around, did some rehab stuff. So I tore it coming into my second year. My entire second year I was not practicing. By the summer, between my second and third year, I like was probably 85% better, but like football's a 100% effort sport.
Yeah.
There's no like coasting.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sprint. Like I just didn't have the confidence and I could feel my hamstring when I was sprinting. So I kind of went through half the season in my third year. And I just realized like, you know, football at the collegiate level is like a full-time job. It's like 30, 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start making some money if I wasn't gonna play football. So I decided to get a job and get the ball moving on being an adult. So I folded it up, got a dog, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I'm going through right now too, is like, unfortunately, I feel like my cheer career has like not come to an end. Like, I feel like I could still go back if like
We don't want you to do that.
I really wanted to,
It's on record. Sorry.
but
Yeah.
you know, like I feel like this time where I've been injured and recovering, it's like I'm putting all of that time and effort and money that I would into cheer into my career.
Being
and,
an
like,
adult. Yeah.
this place.
Yeah, I mean, and I always say this when I coach athletes, but like, whether you stop when you're 20 or stop when you're 40, you eventually stop. So
Yeah.
you got to start thinking about what that exit's going to look like sooner or later. I like to tell people, like, sports are an opportunity to practice things that are going to make you a good person.
Yeah.
And I feel like people lose sight of that because they're just practicing their sport.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up with divas. And boy, do we have a lot of divas out there. Do you have any tips for people transitioning out of competitive athletics?
Get in a schedule.
Get in a schedule?
Get in a schedule. I hear of like a lot of athletes that like quit sport and then fall into a rut and then just have no idea what to do with their time.
Sure. Got any tips for young women trying to unleash their inner dog?
Creatine.
Creatine. Great answer. Great answer.
And eat. Eat
Yeah.
more.
Tap it up. Call it a day. Big sesh. Take your
Nice.
creatine. There we go. Just like that.